Hello, Grumpy Grandpa here. Hello to my 12 subscribers. The cat's sleeping, as usual. Will you please watch this? There's a bit of censure in it, because we all realise it's coming to an end. This was 7 years ago with Ben Shapiro. But notice the violence. This comply or else. It just not gonna work, is it? We see you. Here we go. If I can press a button, just
a guy who filmed
Here
the
we go.
O.J. Simpson chase and who later pretended to be a woman named Zoe Tor. Here's what he said to Shapiro when Shapiro rightly asked about his chromosomes.
But even so, you have a thing like Klinefelter's syndrome. So you don't know what you're talking about. You're not educated on genetics.
Would you like to discuss the genetics? Or
Well, no,
what are
no.
your genetics?
So let's stay away from the genetics and back to the brain scans.
You cut that out now, or you'll go home in an ambulance.
Yeah, that seems mildly inappropriate for a political discussion.
No, I know. Well,
Yeah.
but wait, to be fair,
To be fair,
Hey guys, rude.
You're
And that's not fair.
I'm sorry, it's not rude to say that someone who's biologically
called
a
me
male
sir.
is a male.
You just
Someone
called
who's
me sir.
biologically male is a male.
But Mr. Shapiro, you knew very well that saying that to Zoe would be egregiously insulting.
What really makes my blood boil in this clip is not Zoe Tur, Robert Tur, whatever name you want to use, acting mentally unwell. This guy's mistaken about his own manhood, so he has a loose grip on reality, despite his tight grip on Ben Shapiro's shoulder. No, what makes my blood boil are the liberal allies who make excuses for transgender violence. They concoct a fantasy world where a so-called marginalized person can say any hateful thing he wants about whites, men, Christians, etc., and those people just have to shut up and respect his truth. But if an oppressor says an obvious fact about that person, like their correct biological sex, then the person's hurt feelings justify his feeling to hurt other people. This is parodied well in a Babylon Bee article with the headline, "I'm a victim," yells trans activist while punching woman in the face. In fact, it's not hard to find on social media posts arguing that transphobes, quote unquote, deserve to die, as can be seen in memes that include guns and other acts of violence against those who reject transgender ideology. Sometimes the threats are subtle, like when Minnesota Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan wore a shirt that said, "Protect trans kids," that had a knife on it.
Or
Other
else.
times the threats are quite explicit.
Why
Exactly.
is J.K. Rowling still alive? We should be focusing our efforts and our resources not on assassinating Trump, but instead on assassinating J.K. Rowling. That wench needs to die. She needs to burn on the stake and die. I condone murder. I condone it. I think that we need to hold our politicians accountable by murdering them.
I dare you to try and stop me from going into
What
a
the
women's
fuck?
bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make. I dare you to try and stop a transgender woman in my presence from using the bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make.
Maybe yours as well,
Once
mate.
again, man.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's man.
I actually said both of you guys. It was general.
Right beforehand, you f***ing said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Mother, take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a f***ing sir.
I apologize.
Mother.
I apologize now.
Oh, and another creepy one are people who say that if you don't agree with transgenderism, your pronouns will be was, were, i.e. you'll be reduced to the past tense via murder.
Hi there. You can either respect my choice.
Where's the love?
Identify as a f***ing problem. And if I catch you just being disrespectful, your pronouns are going to be was, were. Thank you for coming and have a nice day.
It's really easy to order.
Well, there you go.
Great
If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. Have a nice day. Try and be nice. And have some values and principles. And don't be going violent, because it won't end well for you. Bye-bye.